Artificial intelligence suddenly dominating headlines over the past few months, and investors who own the right stocks are benefiting big time. But where does it go from here? It's part of a Barron's special quarterly section, The Guide to Wealth. So, Ben, we tackle a whole bunch of trends in this story, but let's start with the one that's getting all the oxygen right now. 39 years after the Terminator first hit screens, suddenly we're all talking about AI. What's going on?
Well, AI has gone from a pipe dream to a reality. We saw this with ChatGPT. It came out, and all of a sudden, people realized there's a consumer opportunity here. We can sell stuff through this. But the real big game changer was when Nvidia came out with its earnings, and that numbers were fantastic. And even better than the earnings was the guidance, which was 50% higher than they had previously said. And that was because people are ordering chips to be able to do AI, which takes a lot of memory to do. And so all of a sudden, everything that had anything to do with AI is rallying. You have chip makers are doing it, database companies, C3 AI, which has the ticker AI, was flying. And that's where it just got everybody super excited because this is real now.
One quick thing with Nvidia, it seems to be priced for perfection. Should investors who are lucky enough to own it for a while, should they take profits at this point?
I don't think you take profits at this point. A lot of the time, a stock hits $1 trillion of market value like Nvidia does, and it pulls back. But Nvidia is the one company that really seems to be making a lot of money off of this right now. And I think it's a stock that you want to hold. There are analysts out there telling people to hit the brakes on this. It's going to take time for it to go from these big hyperscalers that are buying this for their cloud businesses and whatnot. But for Nvidia, it looks like the future is now.
You think Amazon might be a slightly more smart play because it's a little bit cheaper?
Yeah, it's not necessarily cheaper, but it hasn't gained as much as a lot of the other things, and there's been concern around its cloud business. And there's a good chance that AI is going to help with that cloud business. It's going to drive more business to them, and that should help in the long run.
Got it. Carleton, another trend that we call out in this story is India, and this, as we know, it's now the largest population in the world. It's a very fast-growing economy. But I looked this up right before the show. So 10 years ago, if you invested in the U.S. market, you more than tripled your money over the past 10 years. You invested in France. You more than doubled your money with the French index of stocks. India, not quite. You turned 10 grand into 18 grand. Why is now suddenly the time?
Yeah, I think one thing to think about is Wall Street tends to get overexcited about certain things. And Wall Street also loves acronyms. So when you're looking back 10 years ago, you were looking at the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China. Did not quite pan out. But to your point, you were looking at the world's largest population. So that's 1.4 billion people. And about 40% of those people are under the age of 25. So this is a country that is not going to have huge social services costs, for an aging population. That bodes well for it. India has also been in a years-long effort to have a national identity program for its population. Years ago, you would look at India, about a third of the population did not have a birth certificate. 60% of the population didn't have bank accounts. Now you have people that are starting to access financial services. You're seeing infrastructure and transportation improve. You're seeing broadband internet access improve, and in a more affordable way. So this is going to be a growing economy. I'm not saying that this is going to knock it out of the moon or anything like that, because Wall Street, again, gets too excited, but you do not want to ignore this population.
Interesting thing about the identities, you think that banks might be an opportunity in India?
Absolutely. So again, with that national identity program, you're going to have more people who have been blocked from accessing financial services suddenly being able to. So you want to look at something like the HDFC Bank for maybe a single stock investment, or if you just want greater exposure to the region, you could just do the ETF, INDA.
Alrighty, one more transition for you, Andrew. That is the energy transition. Not always easy to play, though. EVs can get very expensive. How are you looking at it?
I might take a more conservative approach and buy electric utility stocks. There's going to be a big build-out of wind and solar power generation in the next decade, as well as transmission lines. You can play that through electric utility stocks, which have actually been weak this year. We're talking about companies like Duke Power, American Electric Power, 4% dividend yields, an ETF like the XLU, which is the main utility ETF. You could have dividend and earnings growth in the mid-single digits in the current decade.
Biotech changing the world, all sorts of wonderful things happening, but again, really tricky for investors.
It's a very tricky area. It's often company by company. I might point out one company, Sarepta Therapeutics, which has developed a gene therapy, which could be a potential cure for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is a killer disease that affects boys, and it could be a real game changer.
And you've been covering that for years, so kudos to you for that. Only a few seconds left, Carleton, but let's talk about the bathtub ring around Lake Mead. Water scarcity is an ever-increasing issue. Investors can play play that?
Investors certainly can. And it's not just the obvious industries that will be impacted, like agricultural. You also have to look at semiconductors. They actually do use a lot of water. So you want to invest in an ETF that is dealing with the issues of water conservation and purification. So one would be the Invesco Water Resources ETF.
We covered a lot of big stuff there, guys.